Dude, okay, listen. I know I've been gone for like a decent amount of time, more than usual. But it's been a weird break, and it is spring break, okay? So please, cut me some slack on this, okay? I think I can indulge myself a little bit for the 1 week off I have been given. But with that aside, I'm gonna talk about my brother. Now, you guys have heard about him during the I Started Street Fight video, which I may go back and remake that because the video itself was horrible. But, dude, my brother is a card, okay? He is a character. And a funny one at that, okay? Not for any jokes he makes, but for how retarded he acts, okay? He's a complete character. Now, to give you an example of how dumb this dude is and like the stupidest stuff he gets himself into, we're gonna talk about this one time this dude ended up getting chased by my grandpa because he couldn't like go swim without goggles, okay? And so, honestly, this just starts us with us going to like the nearby pool place called Cordelia's, right? And so on the way there, we stop and get some goggles. This man over here is like, I want some goggles too. I want some goggles too. I want some goggles too. I was like, bro, dude, it really is not that serious. We kind of lucked out on this and got goggles, but you don't have to keep complaining about goggles. Okay, it's not that serious, right? But so he keeps on complaining. So my grandpa said, okay, fine, I'm gonna just take you back home to your other grandpa then. Right? Because, see, my family's kind of divided up into, like, two sides, of course. So I have, like, two pairs of grandparents. It's pretty lit, actually. So I get, like, twice the amount of gifts that most people get. But anyway, what ends up happening is this. He's, like, just taking him back to his other grandpa's house. And he keeps complaining on the way there, and like my grandpa keeps on like telling him to chill out or whatever, right? And he keeps on mouthing off to my grandpa. So my grandpa gets down the hill and just parks the car. This man got out the car like the Flash, man. I'm talking, there was nothing holding this man back. He left for the hills the second that car stopped. And my brother follows him behind me, bro. And then like they start running around, and my brother said, "Hell, Grandpa Larry tried to kill me," and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, dude. Because it wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been so retarded about it. It was all over some goggles, bro. Goggles is not that serious to the point where you need to get chased because you keep on pestering someone about it. It wasn't that big of a deal. But that's just like one of the many things this man has done. Okay? I'm gonna tell you about this one time here's another story during the age of Corona, right? This man, I kid you not, was wiping his teeth plaque on the seats. Okay, listen, I don't know why, but it just ended up happening like that, bro. And I don't know, because he kept on being like such a pain on the bus. I don't know how he didn't get kicked off for this, because like when you think about it, he should not be doing that, especially during this year. If it was a regular year, he'd probably get into trouble. During this kind of year, bro, that dude probably gonna get expelled or something, dude. Like, he's gonna be crazy up in here. But nah, he over here, like, he was wiping his teeth on some pencils, bro. He was, like, wiping stuff on the seats, man. I was, like, so disgusted, bro. And so was the rest of the bus. Because we all left. We all went from the back of the bus to the front. We literally were crawling over seats to get away from this man. And he was just laughing about it because, like, bro, there's nothing we can do about it, okay? While it's going down, there is nothing in our ability that we can stop at this point, okay? If he was fighting someone, yeah, we could hop in. Him doing this, unless we want to get in trouble, nah, we can't do nothing, right? So, we are over here and we're just chilling, right? Staying away from him. And yeah, he's just laughing the entire time. Over here, wiping his teeth plaque on his seats. Looking goofy as I don't know what, man. I don't know what happened to this man to make him think that was a good idea. Okay? I don't want you to imagine what would happen if you wiped your teeth plaque on your bus seats, alright? I want you to imagine what trouble you would get into. I wouldn't be surprised if you got banned from the bus for the whole year, okay? It was crazy. Alright, I don't know what went through this man's head. He was acting stupid. That's all I gotta say on it. But, like, and again, this is like one of many stories I got of this dude, okay? He has been kind of, how do I put this? A pain. He is a complete pain. Alright? In fact, I'm going to kind of go back and elaborate on the entire, like, fight thing that happened between him and my cousin. Okay? Because that video was kind of trash and I feel like I can make it better right now. But now we're going to talk about this. So, I played a prank on my cousin that I had got a girl over to my house via Uber. Okay, now I literally didn't think too much into the plan. I just thought it'd be funny to like just do that, and it was. And it got kind of funnier as it went on because when he believes that I just got a girl over, I knew I could spin this story into the craziest thing of all time. And that's what I did. I told this man here that I had a hideout in the woods and that I planned ahead because I like Batman, alright? Because I'm like Batman. I assigned to plan ahead in case someone ever snitched. Or they just found out. Which I don't know how they find out if they didn't find out to the first like day it happened, right? But anyway, we're not going to talk about how the story itself was kind of retarded in any shape, way, or form. Not to mention the girl is lesbian, so okay. Right? So literally that wouldn't be the worst part of it until this, okay? One time my brother's just spending a night, and I hate when this man spends the night, dude. Every time he spends the night, he's always causing trouble. I swear to God. Every single time, he always gotta act up. Like, there's no reason for it either, dude. He just always be doing that, right? And so, what happened was, I got up because I was in that gaming kind of phase where I would go to sleep at like 7 a.m. and I'd wake up at like 5 or so. I would just be waking up at really odd times and going to sleep at like 2 p.m. sometimes, alright? It was a very crazy schedule I was on during my gaming phase, okay? But like, what ends up happening one of these times is, yeah, my brother ended up spending the night because I didn't tell him to go home. And because, like, here's how I looked at it. I don't like him spending a night there because there's already another person there. My room has a one-person limit. We have one mattress out there. We have a couch, but I don't want to sleep on it because it feels uncomfortable. Right? And I'm not having anyone sleep in my room on the couch and know nothing. I know some dudes are like, well, you could just let them sleep in the bed next to you. No. I am not okay with another dude at any age sleeping next to me. I was never okay with it as a kid, and I'm definitely not okay with it now. Now it's even worse because that would just be weird, okay? I don't want to end up laying next to someone and I be moving around in my sleep. So first off, if they trying to go to sleep with me, okay, that's what she said. I'm going to be kicking around, alright? And it just wouldn't be pleasant for either one of us. Alright? First off, I probably wouldn't get to sleep. But if I did, I'd end up kicking around or something like that, right? But like, what ends up happening is I end up getting mad. And we end up getting into like a huge fight. And at one point, we end up going outside. Because we started roasting each other. And me and my brother were kind of doing my cousin dirty. Because we kept on going after him. And he didn't have anyone else to back him up. And he was kind of doing a good job of defending himself, I will say that, right? And so, what ends up happening is this. We keep on getting into, like, it gets into a worse fight, but at one point, my cousin has just had enough. He leaves my room in anger, okay? And says, I'm about to make you go into the woods. And I was like, dude, I'm not about to get in trouble for something that never happened because you're too retarded to realize it was fake. And it was so obviously fake. Because, see, technically, a fight in my room would be a very bad thing for multiple reasons. One, they're probably not going to be able to stay over there for a while. And two, I had a bench in my room at the time, okay? Having a bench in your room with weights on it can go very badly if there's a fight, especially if the room is small. Like, literally my cousin was sitting on the bench. So, like, if someone were, like, if my brother were to, like, push him, he's taking that bench with him, probably. And if that happens, it's just going to be loud. It's going to break something, probably. It's just not going to be good for anybody if there's a fight. Right? So, I end up calling him over because, like, dude, listen, dude, it's fake. Don't do this because then you just going to look stupid. And right before he starts snitching, okay, he comes back and I show him because, like, he just says, like, hey to my dad or something like that, right? He completely just bailed on that, right? So he doesn't come back. I'll be like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, come back here. Let me show you. And I show him the receipts. I show him how it's all a prank, how I just finessed this man, how he's a snitch, and how stupid he looks with the entire, I'm Batman, I have a hideout in the woods. Like, bruh, how you gonna believe that, dude? You was like 14 at the time. There ain't no way you should have believed that one right there. That was the dumbest story of all time. Guaranteed, hands down. Nothing to say about it. That's just it. Right? But anyway, after that happens, bro, they're still mad at each other. I'm kind of worn out from the day, and I want to go to sleep. Because, like, just because I woke up, like, 3 hours ago, I kind of want to go back to sleep. Because, I don't know, my body's just weird like that, okay? And so, I end up, like, trying to go to sleep, and they're still fighting with each other. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get to sleep. I need you guys to stop. Alright? And they keep on, like, wanting to keep going until I say this. There is a surefire way to end this quickly. We can have a fight at my house tomorrow, right? And that's what they decide on. I don't know why we decided on having a fight in the back of the house, with me as the referee, but that's what we did, okay? And it, like, I don't know why, but my brother was so paranoid. He's like he kept on trying to come back into my room. So at one point I just said, forget this, I'm locking my door, okay? Cause when I didn't do it, he kept on coming back into my room again and again, being like, I don't want to sleep out there, right? I ended up locking him out there, and he's like, hey, he's just gonna kill me, and I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. It ain't that deep, bro, okay? Like, shoot, if he would've got killed, I'm not gonna say I would've cried. I probably would've got some revenge. But I wouldn't have been mad. I gotta be honest with you, bro. I would not have been mad if my cousin assassinated you that night. I'm just being honest. Okay? So, anyhow, with that happening like that, right, they eventually get to sleep. And we wake up and my brother's already gone, bro. He just, like, he wanted to leave. And he went down to his house and started talking to his grandparents, complaining about it. Right? And so, later, because me and EJ had to go up the street for something, right? To my grandparents' house, too. Because our grandparents live up and down the street from each other. It's very weird, but we end up going up there, right? And what happens is this. We're gone for like an hour. That's just it. We come back. We go down to his house to get him because he agreed to the fight. And I said, I want to see this fight. It's going to be a good fight. It'd be fun. Right? And so when we get down here, his grandma's like, so what happened last night? We explained to him how he was acting like an idiot. Right? And she said, okay. And we're just like, can he come out? He's like, okay, sure. Right? And so he comes out there with us. And we say, you ready to do this? And he's like, yeah. And it started raining too. It was some action movie type, thriller type beat movie, dude. I don't know. In my opinion, this thing turned comedy real quick though, okay? And you'll see why. We get up there and they start going at it. And I'm just refereeing with my hoodie on, sitting on a tire just looking at them, making sure they don't go for headshots. Because that was the rule. No headshots. That was the one rule we had. You don't go for the head. None of that. That just isn't what we're doing. We're trying to keep all of our teeth today. Right? But, and they do well for that at first. And you'll see what I mean a little bit. while they're over here going at it, my brother is getting destroyed, okay, bro? He got hit with the Kamehameha X-Verse combo times 30, okay? He couldn't get no hits in because my cousin got some long arms, bro. I'm talking about, like, you have to be so fast and so good at blocking and get a hit on this dude because his arms are just extraordinarily long. It makes no sense to me how anyone's arm should be that long. It just shouldn't be like that. But it is. Who knows, right? And so my brother keeps getting destroyed and he starts getting mad. And what he ends up doing is this. He goes up to my punching bag, right? Like, that's also in the back of the house. And he pushes it over, because at first he tried to punch it, but then he's like, I'm going to do this to you. And then he tries to punch it, but then he just pushes it over, because he can't punch it over. Right? And I was done. I was like, dude, this man really out here mad about this, bro. Alright? And so they keep going, and at one point, Andrew went for the head. And that just made my cousin get mad because he knew the rules and he knew he wasn't supposed to do that. So he struggles for the head too, right? And while that's happening, I'm like, hold on, let me intervene for a second, right? And I end up pushing them both apart, alright, dude? And that was in it because, like, bro, I swear to God, if y'all keep going, I'm going to knock y'all both out right now, okay? And that was it. Andrew ends up going back to his house all sad and mad because he lost in a fight. He got destroyed. And he decided to break the rules of the fight anyway. And we just go back in the house just vibing because it was funny to us. Because in all honesty, my cousin was not trying and Andrew's over here giving it his all and he was just getting destroyed. Okay, it was the best day ever. I'm kidding, dude. It wasn't that great. But anyway, yeah, so it's like, that's some of the stories I have about my brother. I know this is kind of a long video, but I feel like I owe it to you guys for the entire long break that I pretty much just took. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and if you don't, I don't like you. I'm kidding. I love you all. All you have to do is watch the video and I like you. As long as you like the video. You just don't have to actually like the video. That's the deal. Anyway, catch y'all later. Alright, cool.